Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you so much for joining me today. How are you all? Hope you're doing okay. Lost track of what week of lockdown we're in here. I can't remember. Is it 8 or 9 or even 10? I can't remember. I can't believe it's been that long. I don't seem to have achieved very much in all that time, but hey ho. Every day is like Groundhog Day, really, isn't it? Get up, same old, same old. Anyway, today I'm here to show you the next one in my series of One Sheet Wonder cards. So we started off with an A5 sheet stamped like this. So I had got various pieces of that left, and we're on card number 3 today, which is this one, which has lots of layers of panels and things, which is quite sweet. Quite like this card. So I'm going to show you how I made it. Obviously I'm going to make it in the Grapefruit Grove and Petal Pink colour scheme today. Right, so if I bring my trimmer in, I've got an A5 sheet of card here. So it's 15 by 21, and I'm going to score, that's centimetres by the way, I'm going to score at 10.5 so that we've got a white, whisper white card blank. Make sure you use the lightest colour blade, not the brown one, the kind of, don't know, what's that, Sahara sand? It's not quite crumb cake, is it? But you use that one to score. Don't make the mistake of using the cutting blade, otherwise you'll be hunting out another piece of card to use. Right, so this is our card blank, typical whisper white card blank, all ready to go. We then need our patterned paper, which is the stamped patterned paper that we had, and we need a piece of cardstock to back that. So we want to mat that onto there, you see. And so I think I'm right in saying that my panel measures 6 centimetres across. That should be, yeah, it's on the back there, 6 centimetres, and it needs to be 8.5 down. I think it's slightly longer than that, so I'm just going to trim that off a little bit. Might trim it off from the top here. 8.5 there. There we go. So that's my panel of patterned paper, and then we need a piece of cardstock, which needs to be 0.5 centimetre. So it's 8.5 by 6. So my cardstock is going to be 6.5 by 9, and I'm going to use my mini trimmer to do that as well. So useful, this. Sadly it's not in the catalogue though. It was only available during celebration, so that's a bit sad. And this is 6.5. Well, it's 6.5 already. I'd obviously cut it the right width before I started. There we go. So that's going to mount onto there. So it doesn't really matter which way round you do your colours. I could have matted it onto Petal Pink if I wanted to. As I said on my last video, I'm actually on a mission to use up a lot of my Grapefruit Grove cardstock, because I've still got quite a lot left over and it's retiring quite soon. Never been one of my favourite colours until now. So 2 weeks before it retires, we've had it for 2 years, never been one of my favourites. 2 weeks before it retires, I decide I actually quite like it. So that's going on there. But under that is going to go a bit of Designer Series paper, which is from the Colour Family stacks, and this piece is in Petal Pink, and it needs to be trimmed to same size, 6.5 by 8.5. So 6.5. So handy to have on your work surface. But actually we've got a little mini die cutter coming, which is going to be so useful, because I can have that sitting on my desk as well. I'm so excited about that. Right, I hope that's right. There we go. So that's going to go under there, and that's going to go on there, and then we're going to layer things on top of there as well. So lots of layers, this card. So first of all, I'm going to stick my Designer Series paper down with a little bit of Tombow. Tombow is still in the new catalogue, don't have to worry. Has gone up a little bit, I think. I think it's slightly more expensive, but I think the price had been held down for a long time, so was probably due for an increase. And now you're all saying, well, how much has it gone up to? And I can't remember, sorry. But my catalogues are due here on Tuesday. So I will be spending most of the day getting them ready to send out. So if you would like one, like a free copy of our catalogue, if you're in the UK, I don't have any other languages, I'm afraid. I don't have French or German or Dutch. So if you're in the UK and would like an English, or if you're not in the UK, but you'd like an English copy of the catalogue, just let me know. You can leave a comment on this video, or you can go over to my blog, and my contact details are all over there. So just let me know. There's also a catalogue form on my blog if you wanted to do that. Right, so we've got those panels, 1, 2, 3 panels already. We're now going to put a circle. This is cut from the stitched circles, and my circle is, let's just give it a quick measure so you know which one I've used. It's about 6 centimetres circle. So I'm just going to stick that on there as well. Oops. There we go. Just going to take a toothpick just to make sure I get this to the edges of this circle. I want it to glue down nicely, so I'm just going to spread the Tombow out a little bit. There we go. Somebody was asking me the other day about Tombow, and so I will say it on here. You can buy PVA glue. It's basically it's a sort of PVA. I don't think it is total PVA, slightly different to PVA, but you can buy other craft glues. You need to be very careful though. Some of them make your card warp. They're very watery, so you might not get great results. So just be careful about buying quality glue. Okay, so that's the basis of our card. Now we just need this little label with happy birthday. So the happy birthday is from the perennial birthday set, which I've obviously put back up, have I? Don't know what I've done with it. I would have shown you the perennial birthday set, but I've got no idea where I've put it now. I've moved all my things in my room around because so much is retiring. I wanted to say, oh, I can see it. There it is. So much is retiring. Right, okay. I've loved this set. I love these flowers. I love these happy birthdays. I quite like the font of these sentiments as well. But these two happy birthdays have been really useful. And I'm using the the smaller one today on here. Now, because if I'm die cutting after I've stamped a sentiment, I always do the die cutting afterwards. So I'm going to for once in my life, I'm going to die cut on camera. And in honour of that, I've got a new cutting pad on my big shop, because my old one was so embarrassingly used. I'm still using it, I have to say, but it was getting a bit embarrassing because it was so used and so marked. And in fact, I've decided that I'm actually going to put it in the dishwasher tonight and see if I can clean it up a bit. So that's that, and then I just need the die, which is from the Stitch So Sweetly, and it's the second biggest scalloped stitched rectangle. So that is just going to go there, so I can position it. Now you can see it'd be very difficult to position the stamping after you've die cut it, which is why I'm doing it this way around. So that's going to go there. I'm going to bring my die cutter on. Look, my nice new gorgeous plate. I've made one mistake and cut into it, but basically a lovely new plate. This is my very old decrepit Big Shot that I bought in 2006, still going strong. How fabulous is that? Just amazing. So I would recommend the Big Shot wholeheartedly. Right, okay, so that's just got to go over here like this on here, and then I'm just going to finish it off with a few sequins again. Oh, hang on a sec. I've put some new water in my pot where I have it standing to keep it damp, and sometimes it sucks up the water. So just get rid of that and put it on there. Only ever happens when I'm on camera, I have to say. Most of the time I use my Tombow all the time and it doesn't happen as soon as I come on camera, but it's probably because I check that the sponge is still, the cotton wool is still damp before I come on camera, and then fill it up if it needs it. There we go. That's going there. This is quite pretty, this card, isn't it? Loving this. And then to finish off, I'm going to come back in with the sequins again. which is the right colours for my paper. I'm going to use the soft sea foam. Are they the soft sea foam ones actually? There's two. Oh no, don't know which one's a soft sea foam. Yeah, I think these ones are soft sea foam. Oh, I don't know what colour they are, but they're quite nice as well. I might use those anyway. I have to look on the packet and see what colour these are. They've got sort of an iridescence to them, which I quite like. These ones, so I'm going to put one there. And these are self-adhesive as long as you get the adhesive off with them. Sometimes it wants to cling to the backing. One there. And one there. They are really easy to use though because they're self-adhesive, because sequins can be a bit of a bugger to stick. And there we are. There's our card finished. So that's the third one of our series. And I'll be back tomorrow to show you the fourth one in our series. Just remember, a lot of these products are going to be retiring. The papers, the stamp set, the Grove card, the stamp set with the sentiments in, the sequins, the glitter enamel dots, loads of retiring stock there. So if you want any of those products, you will need to buy them before the 2nd of June. But that's it from me today. I'll be back with the last one of our cards tomorrow and then can show you the whole set. But that's it from me today. Have a lovely day. Thanks very much for watching and stay safe. Bye.